Hey, Travon, you guys got off to a really fast start today. What kind of impact do you think the crowd had on you, and how that sort of helped you guys get off to that fast start?
The crowd today was amazing. It impacted the game a lot. Coming out that first series, just by them jumping outside those two times back to back, it was kind of hard for us to hear as a defensive unit on the team. So we had to get in kind of close. But that was a very special feeling for all the fans to be out there early.
Travon, this is two shutouts in a row for this defense. It doesn't happen very often in SEC play. In fact, I think you got to go back to 2006 or 1980, maybe. Just what was the key today? Because Arkansas has been very consistent to this point. What do you think you guys? What element did you guys accomplish today? You think that made it go so well?
One of the things that I could say is just going off of the coaching points and the tips that the coaches gave us during the week, during practice to prepare for the team. And as we prepared for the team, we came out, we did a lot of the things right, but we still also did some things wrong that we can improve on.
Okay, we'll go to Jed May and then Davis Baker.
Travon, Nakobe was talking about, you guys committing to your roles on defense. Just from a defensive line perspective, sort of what does that look like for y'all? And, how did it work today, do you think?
It means a lot, like the role play. Like today, they were a team that wanted to run the ball. So we was playing 3 down front. So it's going to be two O linemen on one defensive lineman most of the time. Then that allows your linebacker to flow free. So that just makes the defense flow a lot better. Everybody being on one page.
Travon, it seems like the defensive line has been borderline flawless, these last 5 games. I guess where is there an area to improve?
There's a lot to improve, actually. Go in tomorrow, watch film. But I know personally, continue working on hands, eye placement, being disciplined with reading blocks, just things like that. It's a lot of things.
Okay, we'll go to Jim Hart.
Yeah, hey, Travon, undefeated right now. Another great performance by the defense. What are your overall thoughts right now as far as this game and how key the defense was today?
My overall thoughts on defense today, we did pretty solid. Like I said earlier, there are still things that we can work on to improve. We'll watch film on that come Monday, but I think we did pretty good. We did what the coaches asked of us, and players didn't do too much outside of their role. Everybody just did their role.
Okay, we have time for a few more questions for Travon. We will open it up.
Travon, this is Chip Towers. Quick question. LSU and Auburn play at 9:00 tonight. Will you make a point to sit down and watch that game, since you got Auburn next, or you get just as far away as you can from football for the 24 hours after a game like this?
Oh, no, sir. Saturdays for the guys. I got to sit down and watch that game. I got to sit down and watch just because I love football, then also because we play them next week, prepare for them.
Y'all will sit down and watch it together?
Yes, sir.
Travon, what have Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis said about playing on offense? And are you pushing for some snaps on the goal line packages as well?
Whatever. If they put me in on offense, I'll gladly do it. But Jalen and JD, they buy into that goal line personnel. That's just something that those guys take pride in, being able to go over to the offensive side and be able to block for those guys and help contribute points to the team. Not too many defensive players can say they get a chance to do that.
Hey, Travon, Kirby Smart said that everyone on this team respects Dan Jackson. So why do you respect Dan Jackson, and what were your sort of emotions seeing him get that block punt today?
Dan is one of those guys that ever since I first been here, Dan came in with me. He's always worked hard, never complained about anything. It can be something at like 4 a.m. You would never hear Dan say anything. He's just one of those guys that's positive, always around the locker room, smiling, never negative. He's always there to pick you up, a great teammate. And seeing him block that punt today, that was awesome.
We have time for 2 more questions for Travon.
Travon, you mentioned, guys not doing too much, sticking to their roles and all that kind of stuff. Like, is that hard for you guys at the time? And obviously everyone wants to go out and record 5 sacks a game or whatever. But I mean, is it hard for you guys to just stick to your roles on the field sometimes?
No, it's not hard. Just buy-in. Like I said, this is a connection thing with us as a team. I feel like our connection is great as it's ever been. And that just goes with being a team player and trying to go on and do better things.
Last question.